Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm here with a book haul. The bookstore that I'm going to be talking about today is what I acquired during my visit to Sunrose Words and Music in Ocean City. This is an independent uh, new bookstore. The books that are sold here are in new condition, and thus the new condition meant that the books would be more expensive. And I still got 8 books. And because I bought enough, I got the Sunrose Books tote bag, which I like to have tote bags of different bookstores. I use them to uh, carry my books around. If I usually bring a book with me to work, so I'll carry my book in that. I also collect them when I acquire literary magazines. But it was a very nice and a very uh, aromatic bookstore. It smelled very nice. And the let's get right into what I got while I was there, because it'll give you a sense of the kinds of things that they sell. They do have a wide variety, but when it comes to certain things, you pretty much have the general usual selection, primarily when it comes to classic literature. You primarily have, but otherwise it would be things that I wasn't looking for at that time. But the first book that I got is Local Visitations, which is a poetry collection by Stephen Dunn. Stephen Dunn is a distinguished uh, professor of creative writing at Stockton University. And what sticks out with this collection, he has poems from collections such as Sisyphus and other poems, and here, but with Local Visitations, the theme for this collection is different uh, writers throughout the history of literature being placed in various towns throughout southern New Jersey. And I find that to be very creative because you're putting them in an environment that, uh, I mean, from my perspective, it's mind-blowing because I am from South Jersey, and I I can definitely get a sense of the parallels that are being made. Uh, And I think that somebody that's looking into it themselves for the first time could also uh, develop a sense of uh, familiarity with them. It covers different areas of Southern Ocean County, Atlantic County, Cape May County. Trying to see, is there anything beyond those three? No, it's those 3 counties. Even though uh, there is no rabbit hole in. There's not necessarily. There's no official town called Rabbit Hole in uh, southern New Jersey. Even though at Storybook Land there is a wild. I think that the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland uh, attraction is the one that I always enjoyed the most growing up. One novel that I really enjoyed back in 2020 was Ocean Vuong's On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. I think that the way that he wrote it was brilliant, and it really uh, harps on the great orchestration of a stream of consciousness being made by the first person narrator, who then is applying it to their own life and recalling things as they recall them, and not necessarily sequentially. But got a lot of these bookmarks, I noticed, but I do like to use the bookmark with the corresponding store. But this is Time is a Mother, and this is a collection of Ocean Vuong's poetry. I've come across Vuong's poetry in Poetry Magazine, but I like to be able to invest in the poetry collections of good poets and good writers. I picked up 2 books by Dave Eggers. He wrote The Circle, and here's another one. It's like an Easter egg hunt. But here is his fictional A Hologram for the King, and his non-fictional Zeitoun. They are very generous with their bookmarks. But Zeitoun has to do with a family who endures the struggles of the War on Terror and Hurricane Katrina. And A Hologram for the King pertains to a man who's trying to hold his family together. Next is a book that I was introduced to through the BookTube Prize. It finished in the top 3, and it just so happened to win the 2020 Booker Prize, and that is Shuggie, Bain. And BookTube judges that judge this book really were amazed by it, and I definitely want to look into this and read this myself. I added another Cormac McCarthy book in Suttree to my book collection. And then I got 2 cookbooks that I just needed to own and acquire. They really had some intriguing recipes in them. Here is Classic German Baking, the very best recipes for traditional favorites, from Pfeffernuss to Streuselkuchen. And this was written by Luisa Weiss. And this has everything from yeasted cakes to like a meringue cream cake known as Hansenjorchen Torte. A quark strudel known as Topfenstrudel. And just, and soft pretzels too. Breslin. They look intriguing, and there are pictures in here too as illustration. I am really expanding my cookbooks, though what I really need to do is utilize them and actually get into cooking. And this may get me into healthy eating. Vegetables Unleashed, a cookbook by Jose Andres and Matt Goulding. Smells like a nutty blue cheese, the pages. But these are sorted out by season, and it also includes a various. Actually, it denotes each of the main ingredients that are being used in this. But Martha Stewart's Vegetables had quite a nice array of recipes. I want to cook the mustard green pesto, that recipe that she put together. I just need to get the mustard greens together and have that take fruition. But this is definitely something that I'd like to read. And this is deemed an Anthony Bourdain book. The publisher is Echo. Another bookmark. Another bookmark. Let's see. I have 8 of them, so I should have at least 8 bookmarks. I should have kept them in I'll have a bookmark for each one. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's probably one more bookmark lying around. Here we go. If you like bookmarks, Sunrose Words and Music Bookstore is the place for you. Here's a stack of what I acquired while I was there. And here are all of the bookmarks that I acquired. So I like that. I like my bookmarks. I am a bookmark person. I know that there are people that dog-ear their books, or they'll put a scrap of paper, or they find it a nice way to... So the fancy thing is when they have the string within the book. But I like the bookmarks. Here we go. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you check out some more videos from our channel, and if you're looking for a place to bookshop while you're in Ocean City, it's definitely worth checking out Sunrose Words and Music. For now, keep reading.